Dragon Feather, and welcome back to week 3 of 31 days of Sound Dragons. That's one new Dragon Guardian to connect with every single day of October for spooky season. For week 3, we will be covering the alchemical arts with Sound Dragons. For day 15, we'll be working with the Candy Dragon. I love working with Candy Dragons in order to discover what some of the best offerings could be for any other spirits that I work with. I find that Candy Dragons specifically have a knack for helping us find what offerings or sweet treats would be best to give those picky dragon guardians or those picky guardians or spirits or any deities in general that may not want to let us know what offerings or want us to figure out what offerings they like. Candy dragon guardians are the perfect guardians to work with if we want to see any flavor of life with a little bit of a sweeter attitude. They help us see the sweetness in anything that happens to us. Even in the darkest, most difficult of times, we work with the Candy Dragons to see if there's any sort of joy or sweet silver lining that we can focus on instead of the things that bring us down. Candy Dragons are incredible allies for helping us see the sweeter things in life. And that's why in the Hatchling Clan Amino, I've created a challenge for you to connect with the Candy Dragon by finding what are some things in life that you can have a little bit of a sweeter perspective on. For day 16, we'll be working with the Chaos Dragons. Now, these guardians can be very intimidating for some, but for others, it feels like a place of home or right where we belong. We work with Chaos Dragons to understand how to create things via destruction, or through destroying or the act of destruction, we can create new life or new opportunities or a new perspective in general. We also work with Chaos Dragons to understand the random, reckless nature of our reality. Natural order in this world is disorder or discord, and we work with the Chaos Dragons to understand these unpredictable energies that often seem like there's no way to control. But we work with Chaos Dragons to hone our craft within these uncontrollable spaces. But if you're interested in connecting more with the Chaos Dragon, that's why I created a ritual challenge for you within the Hatchling Clan Amino that challenges you to destroy something within your life in order to bring about a new creation. For day 17, we'll be working with the Maelstrom Dragons. And I love working with the Maelstrom Dragons because they're actually shrouded in quite a bit of mystery. We work with the Maelstrom Dragon Guardians mostly for balance. Life is nothing but a balance of chaos. And Maelstrom Dragon Guardians are the ones we work with not only to balance the chaos within ourselves, but also the chaos outside of ourselves. We also work with the Maelstrom Dragons to sharpen our senses when it comes to working with these invisible forces that govern the nature of our reality. Maelstrom Dragon Guardians are the ones that we tap into when we are working with things beyond the veil, working with the unseen, working with the unknown mysteries of life. The Maelstrom Dragons help us identify these forces, help us tap into using these forces and mastering them within our realities. But ultimately, Maelstrom Dragon Guardians are the ones we work with when we are seeking to sustain creation, not only within our own lives, but within maybe the world around us, and also learning how to create order within the natural discord of reality itself. So if you're interested in connecting with the Maelstrom Dragons, I've created a challenge for you within the Hatchling Clan Amino that helps you identify certain invisible forces within your reality and helps you to hone them, to understand them, and to create something new with these invisible forces. For day 18, we'll be working with the Ouroboros dragon. It is the serpent eating its own tail, or essentially any dragon guardian that's eating its own tail. This is an alchemical symbol or an alchemical type of dragon that shows us the cyclical nature of life. We work with the Ouroboros dragon to identify that reality is simply a cyclical repeating cycle of patterns. Simply put, life, death, and rebirth. It helps us understand that time isn't linear, but quite literally a circle. The only constant we really truly have in this life is change. While it's a paradox, it means that the only thing that we really can expect to stay the same is the fact that everything will always be changing. No matter what we do in this life, no matter who we are, what we become, whatever happens, come what may, it doesn't change the fact that everything is not built to last. All we have is right here, right now. past, present, and future are happening right here, right now, and everything is connected in a cyclical cycle of life. Ouroboros dragons are wonderful guardians to work with for identifying cyclical patterns and cycles within life. That's why if you're interested in connecting more with the Ouroboros dragon, I've created a ritual challenge for you within the Hatchling Clan Amino that's about identifying certain cycles and patterns within your own life and how you can observe them differently, or how you can transmute them differently into having a new type of change within your life. For day 19, we'll be working with the Alchemy dragons, and these are the guardians that help us understand the process or the arcane art of transmutation, transformation, transmission, transference, and anything that really involves moving energy from one place to the next or shifting it from one form to another. Now, alchemy dragons are wonderful guardians to help us with learning how to not only shapeshift in general, but to shapeshift ourselves, our spaces, and our spirits, or anything else in our energy field, really. Ultimately, what we learn from working with the alchemy dragons is that life is nothing but energy, frequency, and vibration. If you're interested in connecting a little bit more with the alchemy dragons, I created a ritual challenge for you within the Hatchling Clan Amino that's all about transmuting your emotional energy into something else that you'd like to experience. This is an exercise I often do when I'm struggling emotionally or feeling stuck in a certain emotion. I work with the alchemy dragons to perform emotional alchemy or shift my emotions from one to a more desired emotion. Day 20, we'll be working with the reflection dragon. Now, the reflection dragon guardians are, of course, the dragon guardians we work with to reflect on ourselves. Not only what we've been through in our past, but reflect on who we've become today and how we might change or move in a way that helps us create who we want to become in the future. Reflection dragon guardians are the ones that teach us the hard truths and help us accept where we need to improve ourselves or what we need to change within our lives in order to improve not only our reality, but to maybe improve our character, maybe improve our life quality or our health and well-being. But more than anything, we work with the reflection dragon guardians in order to practice radical self-responsibility. All this means is that we accept that our realities, our lives, and the lives that we lead, being the experiences and the things that we encounter, are all our responsibility. Meaning we are accountable for everything, both good and bad within our realities. And working with the reflection dragons can be incredibly empowering that way. That's why if you're interested in connecting with reflection dragons, I've created a ritual challenge for you within the Hatchling clan to start practicing radical self-responsibility and what that might look like for you. And lastly, for week 3, we will be working with the nightmare dragons for day 21. I know the nightmare dragon might sound kind of intimidating or even scary or even, dare I say, a nightmare, but the reality is these dragon guardians are our allies in helping us understand hidden meanings, symbolism, or messages from our bad dreams, nightmares, or even night terrors in some extreme cases. Nightmare dragons are no replacement for therapy, but we can also work with these dragon guardians as allies through our trauma healing journey. We can work with these dragons to help us understand how to process our trauma while we are sleeping. For scientifically, this is how the human body processes experiences, is via dreaming. And on the flip side, we can also work with nightmare dragons in order to become the living nightmare. Sometimes in our realities, we must learn how to embody nightmare energy or be a nightmare, not only to somebody else, maybe a group of people or an organization, because we need to protect ourselves. Ultimately, becoming the living nightmare is an act of protection. It's a defensive act through offensive magic. And it's a way for us in order to embody energy that is so scary and terrifying, it actually repels those who seek to harm us. And that's it for week 3 of 31 Days of Samhain Dragons. I'd like to give a special thank you to Riley from Starstorm Studios for creating all of the clan art, not only the thumbnail and the clan icon, but also the amazing intro animation on this YouTube video. If you're interested in getting your own custom commissioned art piece from Riley, don't forget to check out her Instagram, link down below, and send her a message to get started on your custom piece today. But the fun continues for 31 Days of Samhain. Don't forget to join the Hatchlings and I in the Hatchling Clan Discord, which is a server I've created for us to discuss religion, spirituality, and faith-based practices of the world. But wait, there's more, because if you're still interested in learning about each dragon within the 31 days of Samhain. You can check out my TikTok as I'm posting a new TikTok every single day over there that covers each of the 31 days of Samhain dragons in depth, so you can learn a little bit more if one piques your fancy. And of course, don't forget to check out all of the blog posts within the Hatchling Clan Amino that are for you to enjoy these ritual challenges, so you can not only connect with these individual Samhain dragons, but you can also connect better with yourself and develop your craft, discovering your magic along the way. If you're new here, merry meet. My name is AZURA Dragonfeather. I've been working with dragons for 20 plus years, and this year, in honor of the Year of the Dragon, I bring you 31 days of Samhain dragons. One new dragon to connect with every single day of October for spooky season. So don't forget to check out all of the YouTube videos, the Discord server, and the Amino community for 31 days of Samhain dragons if you'd like to celebrate spooky season with the hatchlings and I. And did I mention that it's free? Because everyone deserves dragons! Can't wait to hear what your experience is like with week 3 of the 31 days of Samhain dragons. But until next time, stay geeky cheek and freaky! A little hatchling. Blessed be and bye!